Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on, and make sure to hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps out the channel a lot. We're going to do a bit of a flyby through this quad park nature reserve thing we've kind of accidentally built on purpose. I didn't even realize that they were all so close together, but hey, you know, this city's got some nice walking trails. So we're passing by the first one on the left just ended, and then the one on the right just appearing right now is those are the two we built last episode. I am recording this one right after the last one, so I haven't checked out any comments. So if you have a name for this park, let me know down in the comments section down below, because it's a pretty cool park, but it definitely needs a name. And then that is another simple walking trail park that we built a long time ago. But in this episode, we are going to do quite a bit, or at least I'm hoping we're going to do quite a bit. We still have this giant open space right here, and it's flat, it's perfect to build on. So I'm going to try to do that today, but I want to kind of start building that by using unique buildings. So we're going to look at some unique buildings that we could put in that section. Or maybe none at all, maybe some other buildings. But there's also unique buildings that I want to add in other places in the city. So at the end of last episode, we added the boat museum to New Lancaster. So not downtown, the original starting part of the city. Felt like that was a pretty necessary add. And then we're also still waiting for this university to level up, which is taking an incredible amount of time. And I think it's a mod conflict I have that's really limiting the growth of the university, because everything's in order. I've played this game a million times, and this is the first time I've had that serious of a growth issue for the university of the city. There's sufficient transit, there's sufficient population, there's sufficient high school educated students. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that that's happening, but that's okay. And I gotta say, I really like the look of the city. It's come along really nicely over these now 92 episodes. Now I'm hoping to get to 100, which I think we will, but I think episode 100 is going to be a play until we're finished episode. So now that we're out of that cinematic, let's hop into today's episode. So name of the game today is adding in unique buildings. So let's start at the top over here. And I don't want to add buildings that don't really work with the theme, or or like way too costly, because we do still have a bit of a money struggle sometimes. So like the department store, that's a lot, but it's a pretty cool building. Could it fit in our grid pattern? Probably not, unfortunately. But I think I'm going to pass over that one. But the Gherkin, $6,000 a week. But that is a pretty cool building we could add in the city. You could go somewhere over here, for example. But again, I don't think the Gherkin's something that would really be in this city. We do have the shopping center, which is something that would definitely be in the city. So maybe we can find somewhere out in the suburbs that we can throw the shopping center in. Maybe, well, is it a mall or is it a grocery store? It looks like a mall. Okay, so let's keep this maybe downtown a bit more. So it doesn't fit in our grid pattern there, but it does fit right here, and that's a pretty good spot for it. That is pretty good. In between the two schools. Now these houses look a bit out of place, so why don't we put it right here, and then we can I don't know, let's try to find something a bit different. And as I'm doing this, I'm noticing that there's a couple gaps in our zoning, which is a bit interesting. Okay, yeah, whatever, we'll just we'll throw it right here, because that's on the cliff right there. So let's put it right there. Okay, I'm going to pause the game and I'm going to de-zone all of this. Let them delete themselves. And we can take a quick peek at this shopping center. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, so let's rezone all of these then, since we're at it. And we'll rezone this whole block, which we haven't done in a long time. Let's rezone that one. So I think I want residential right here. And then we'll do some offices right there. Let's take that one out and we'll put a low density commercial building there. And I think I'm going to leave that blank, but let's get some high density commercial right in here. All right, so that's one building added. And then this whole block should be high density residential. And I think I'm just going to actually do it just to here. And then I'm going to add in a bit of low density commercial to kind of break up the area a bit. All right, so I'll leave this right here while we look at other stuff. So we got shopping center in. Now there's the theater. The theater plays musical concerts. Theater plays and musical concerts are best experienced in a proper theater built to honor the traditional performance arts. So this is also something that I think should be in New Lancaster. If you're new to the series, this is the original starting city, so I call this actually New Lancaster, and the rest of the city is kind of grown up around it. Now, there are some pretty cool spots we could potentially put this. No, this is the city, what's it called? City Hall. So maybe we can look at adding it somewhere close by. I mean, maybe we could have just added it right here, but trying to find a good spot for an old theater. And maybe that's something we kind of put, you know, Mapleton doesn't have too much. Maybe we can kind of add it into Mapleton. There's a big fire right here, and it fits perfectly. The Great Fire of Mapleton has destroyed these buildings, even though our fire department put it out. And now we must rebuild the area. Okay, well, we'll wait for the fire department to put out these abandoned buildings. Newly abandoned. And then we'll add in the theater right here. Okay, and there's a bit of space right behind it. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 1. Okay, it looks like it's just 1. So let's just put trees behind this. And we will... Can I delete a building on fire? Nice, I can. Let's just check. Yeah, so I can only zone in 1 here. So let's just add trees. And they're going to look destroyed for a little while. That's because they're on fire. But yeah, that really adds a lot to this area. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's continue on our little adventure of adding things in. The hypermarket. Okay, so this is something that should probably go out in the suburbs. And maybe that's something we put right here. We've been saving this spot for so long. No, this needs like a big parking lot with it too. We haven't left ourselves much room for something like this, have we? You know what? The hypermarket can go in here. put it right beside the fish market. There's enough parking right there. Merca. Alright, and why isn't this zoning in? Ah, because there's nothing zoned. Let's go, might as well do all of it. And then let's get some residential over here. Might as well. Okay, because we have a lot of demand for everything, so might as well start looking at adding some more stuff in. So that should also really help out the area. Now we do think these original sports arenas that they built in like the original game, and I'm not sure I really want to place them down. But let's keep looking. Traffic park. I think we have built the traffic park already. Maybe not. I guess not. If it's still here, right? So, where could this little silly traffic park go? Why don't we look at adding it in the suburbs a bit? Yeah, I thought we built it over here, but I don't see it. So, we built the helicopter park. I see. I'm saving the space to see if there's anything that we can kind of throw in there, and then we will do something with it. But you know what? I think right here might be nice for it, underneath the subway. It's pretty cool. Something needed to go there, and why not something that can fit underneath it? And look at that, it didn't go away, so I think we have placed it before. But you know what? I believe it if it's not too expensive. Yeah, it's not too expensive. Alright, so let's move along. Don't need any of those. Now, I was thinking about getting the match day stadium in, but it does cost a lot. And I was thinking of putting it over here by the baseball field. Kind of like recessing it back in here. But we already have a bunch of stadiums in the city, and I think the new stadiums look a lot better than this stadium. I think there's... they just look like a bit too small for like a realism aspect of it. But now these also kind of have a weird glitch. I don't know what it is. Where I've built them, but they just keep appearing. But yet, like this one, for example, I've built and it has disappeared. And I've also built the Friendly Neighborhood Park before, but we haven't built the transport tower. So the transport tower is definitely something we need in the city. Now we could definitely add it somewhere like over in this area, in one of our new areas. Now that is an interesting zone of transition, and this is a pretty tall building. It's too big to fit in there. So why don't we look at getting it a bit farther? Sorry, there's a bunch of noise at my window, and I was wondering what it was, and it's some people shoveling snow. Okay, so let's get it right over here. I think it fits perfectly in this zone. I think it'll look pretty nice too. It's right on a tram line as well. Now, does it actually fit in there? Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty nice. I was wondering to see if the ground was going to kind of glitch out around it. And it is a bit, so I think I'm just gonna lower that ever so slightly. But yeah, that looks great. That's older building's gonna get deleted momentarily, so I'm just gonna help it out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's really cool. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in a parking garage. right here to kind of help out with parking in the area. Yeah, that'll look great once all those houses disappear. Okay, and then let's continue on our little journey here. Nice, don't have any of the other ones unlocked. This one, the tax office, is something that I've wanted to put in for quite some time, and I already have an idea of where I want it, but let's see if it's actually doable. I want it right here, and oh man, that is so perfect. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this zoning right here. All right, and then we're just gonna put a pathway behind it. Let's do a straight one, just like that. Awesome. So now we have these two old buildings right in the middle of the city, right beside an old theater and a music hall with a really bad parking garage. That's so small. Imagine trying to get this van to work around that corner. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to continue using those in the future. But yeah, I love this part of the city. Such a classic, such a throwback. All right, so we got that. We got the mall, the Grand Mall. Now this is a pretty cool spot. We could probably add it in a couple places. Like we could add it right in here. Right by the baseball diamond. We could add it right across from the amusement park. We'll get good traffic right here. Oh, that's really cool. It'd be cool to ride along the subway right there. All right, so this gives us a lot of opportunity now to start developing this area. So I'm gonna take this, this road right here, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm gonna flip it around. Okay, and then right here. Oh no, I want to delete that. Yeah, let's continue it out just a bit farther, is whatever they wanted. So we need to click there. Perfect. And then we are going to take a road and we're going to go this way. Yeah, okay, it is this road still. Alrighty, and then I'm trying to figure out how to get a parking garage back here. So let's just take a normal road like this. We'll do that, and then we'll come into our little search bar area. And you know what, I'm just gonna get, I don't know if we can clip this in. No, but I could get it a bit closer. That really doesn't go with the look of the mall. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. There we go, and then let's look at getting in this one. This one's a bit fancier. Okay, so it's about 4 wide. Let's get another road. Let's delete this. All right, and then I think I might be able to just squeeze in right here. Yep, and then I'm just going to use move it to move things around. So for example, the subway track might need to move a bit. And then this will also need to move a bit as well. Alrighty, I'm gonna grab those and we're just going to move it right into the building. Yeah, that looks great. And the subway can still go by. It can. Okay. Much nicer look than what we had before. And now let's look at other stuff as well. So we got that Grand Mall in. Oh, lots of, I guess the baseball team lost. Really like the look of that. Probably going to move these as well once we start looking at developing the area a bit more. So again, like we've built these parks. So I guess the park parts don't, I can keep building those as much as I want, but these buildings I can't. So the HQ of Colossal Order, the super successful games company that makes millions. We could definitely add this. Oh man, okay. Yeah, I don't know about this building. Okay, so we got the Opera House though. This is a pretty cool building. We could definitely add this somewhere. It's pretty big though, eh? How much does it cost? 2,000. I guess we don't really have anything like that. So maybe it is something that we should get in the city. This is a mixed zone. Whoa, sorry, Dumpy. So we do have a tram line right there, which might be nice. Got a bit of a walking path right here. It's too big. Would be nice along the waterfront. This is a pretty perfect spot for it, I must say. Right beside a tram line. Okay, pretty cool. That'll help also transition the zoning as well. So now that we have that, let's keep moving down the line. And this one is what I wanted to build, the high interest tower. So it is pretty expensive, but I think it'll come in handy for the look of the city. And I wanted to put it, this is the building that kind of triggered me to think about what I wanted to do with this area. And I think I want to put it right here. Pretty cool building right downtown, pretty close to the main transit area of the city. And then I wanted to also rezone this from residential to something else. So let's, or you know what, we might just take it all out because that's some funky, that's some funky zoning areas. I'm not gonna lie. How about we do something like this instead? So these ones are pretty clear, so we'll do some offices right there, and then we'll make a bit of a park in the middle here. So let's, what am I looking for? Looking for this. So let's get rid of these guidelines. I'm just going to draw in a pathway like that, and let's get a couple trees. Help add to the area once these offices get zoned in. You know what? We already have offices there. Why don't we get rid of that, and then we'll do some high density commercial. All right. Yeah, see, this is what I was hoping for, like the look of this. So this is the tallest building in this part of the downtown. Pretty cool. I think it's taller than this super condo we have. Yeah. Okay. Sick. So we're still going at it. Now this ziggurat garden is something that I was thinking about building. We're thinking about building it all the way out this way, weren't we? something right along in here. It'll help attract attention out this way, that's for sure. But I think I'm going to leave that for now. You also have the academic library. Pretty massive, but it might look good by the university. Especially if we put it like right here. The academic library is a higher education institution which main purpose is to support academic research projects conducted by students. Blah blah blah. Okay, well yeah, let's throw that right here. Oh, that looks great. Really help fill in the area that's been really lacking because the darn university hasn't been leveling up. So let's just smooth this out a bit. There we go, and then now I'll take the smoothing tool. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Now we have pretty much everything in this section except the Sphinx of Scenarios and the Ziggurat Garden. So why don't we actually place the Ziggurat Garden over this way? I'm not sure how much traffic this is going to cause. So we could build it just on like a bit of a road. So we could just take this road right here. Bring it up and over like that. And then we'll build it right here. And it's pretty cool looking. So let's move this down to the edge like that, and this down like that. And then I want all of that road to be at that height. And then let's just adjust it a bit. And we're going to need to get rid of that traffic light as well. Oops. Okay, we'll see how much traffic that actually gets. Now, I think I might move this rail line back a bit. Oh, I guess I should pause when I'm doing that. And I think if I hold left Alt down, it'll help make the lines a bit smoother. Okay, yeah, that looks a bit nicer. Then now I can smooth this out a bit more as well. Oops. Okay, that looks really nice. Then we can save this space for something else as well. And then we're into the last section here, which is the Cathedral of Plentitude, which is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. The stadium, which is really small, and the Museum of Modern Art, which I think would be really nice if it fits over here, and it doesn't. Darn. But what if it fits right here? Yeah, still not really that type of area. So we could get the museum out over here. or downtown somewhere. If we click this, it'll help show the grids a bit easier for you guys. So like right there is a great section. Oh, there's a road right there. It's not like we need that road. Okay, let's take another quick peek. We could go right here as well, but again, it's just a bit too long. If we're looking at the density of the city, it'd be nice to have a breakup in somewhere in here. Yeah, okay, so let's get rid of this road, and we're gonna throw it right in here. Alright, let's resume the game. These bad boys will delete, and then we will see. Yeah, that's gonna give a really nice look to the area. So let's delete those buildings, and that one too, please. And let's see where we're at with zoning. So I definitely don't want zoning like that. We could just add in a park, or we could get some of these in. Whoops. This would probably help out with parking in the area. Okay, and then how about a couple trees? There we go. That looks really nice. So if we're continuing down, we could get the statue of Colossus, which I don't think we are going to, but we also have these office buildings, which are pretty cool. They're much taller than other ones, but I'm not sure if I really kind of want that that look. This one's a whole block. If we find a block that's that exact size, then maybe, right? Because that'll look pretty nice, wouldn't it? No, that's not the exact size. I don't think there are really many blocks that are that strange shape. That one's just a bit too different. Yeah, okay, we're gonna pass on that one. And this one's even bigger. Okay, so probably not as well. And then the station department store where people can eat, meet, and shop. This seems like it would be something out in the suburbs, or maybe over here. But you know what? I think I might stop with the unique buildings. But the Robotics Institute is something I wanted to add in for a while over in our little tech campus area. Pretty cool to have, and it's really cheap too. So it'll help lift up this area. Okay, and then let's add in a bit of a parking garage. Darn, that's pretty big, eh? Okay. Well, let's get just this one then. Just gonna move this one over as well. Okay. And then we can get in some other buildings over here as well. Maybe we can get in a big office building here, and there. Yeah, that works, I guess. So we'll let that kind of sit for a little while, and let's take a quick peek at, didn't we miss some zoning at some point? Right at the beginning we were looking at something. Darn, where was it? We were just building this, and we saw some stuff, and I think we probably filled it in. Okay, that's good. But I think we might be able to start growing a bit more. So let's take out this block, and I'll add some high density there, and then let's take out these 2 blocks and then redevelop them with high density. And then let's take out these houses, put in high density, right from here. And we will let that develop, and that should kind of use our needs while we are leaving off this episode. So let's find a cool place to take a little screenshot for the thumbnail. So we added in this building and that building pretty close by. And how about a little bit of a cityscape? I don't think we've done many of these cityscapes for thumbnails before. So trying to get this building, this building, this building, and this building in. We built this one a while ago, but it's still a unique building. So I hope you liked this episode, everyone. Let me know down in the comments down below if you did. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.